Find the sun.
Welcome to the Arsenal channel. Today we're going to be talking about the legendary Generation 2 focus skin and item for the legendary armory, the Binding of Epos. And to do that, we're going to be on the wiki page, which is the best place to do to start any legendary journey. Is to be here so you can see all it entails. And this one entails quite a bit. Just like most legendaries, you look at this list, you might be a little bit daunted, you might be overwhelmed, but it's really not that bad. It's 4 basic components that are broken down into 13 smaller parts. So, the first one is the Mystic Tribute, and it's got 4 parts, and those parts are the Gifts of Condensed Magic, the Gift of Condensed Might, 77 Mystic Clovers, and 250 Mystic Coins. Now remember, you can make clovers out of coins if you don't have enough, but you always have to remember to leave yourself 250 Mystic Coins at the end of that. Now, if you are on a new account, this is my alternate account, you will have to buy the gifts required for the Mystic Tribute. You'll have to buy 8 of these gifts, and they'll cost you 80 gold, okay? So be prepared for that. That's a one-time cost. Any other legendaries you make after this, you'll never have to buy them again. You take those 8 recipes, though, that you buy, and you take them into, like, a workstation that you can work it on. Type in gifts of, it'll tell you which ones. I think it's all the weapon ones. And, yeah, you make them. And then you take those, the resulting 8 gifts, and you take them to the Mystic Forge. You take the first 4 that match together, you put them in there, you get a Gift of Condensed Magic. You take the other 4 that are left, and you get yourself a Gift of Condensed Might. And then you take those gifts and the 250 Mystic Coins and the Clovers, and you try to make, but you actually need 2. You need 2 gifts of Condensed Might and Condensed Magic. Don't forget, you need 2, like I did. I forgot. So we go back, and we need some more. And actually, I need more tier 5 mats because I ran out. Because recently, I made a bunch of legendary runes, if you've seen recently. So I didn't.
Until next time.
Have the mats. So I had to go buy them. 3.5 gold, basically, for a stack. 3.5 gold for a stack of the bones. A little bit less for the claws. Claws are cheaper, okay. Piles, that's a little bit cheaper. And then we've got our fangs. That one's a lot cheaper for a stack. Then large scales, not too bad. Venom sacks, pretty cheap. And then totems is pretty expensive. Okay, there you go. And then also I needed engraved totems. I needed the level 4 mat because I ran out of that too. And wow, is it expensive if you want to buy a stack of that. So just buy what you need because those tier 4 mats are expensive. All right, so go get them at the Black Lion place. Bring them back to your crafting place, and we'll make them again. Here we go. We're very fast. Okay, now we've put them all back in there. We get that condensed might again. and we get that condensed magic. And now we've got the 4 that we needed before. So now we've got 2 of each, bing and bing. We got our 250 Mystic Coins, our 77 Mystic Clovers, and we throw them in there, and we get our Mystic Tribute. It is achieved, it is in our bank. Bam! All right, now we move on. Now we go to Grandmaster Craftsman Hobbs, who's going to sell us the recipes we need for our particular legendary. Now this is a Generation 2, so we're going to go to tab number 5. Not 4, we're going to go to 5. There it is. And we're going to look for the prerequisite, the precursor, the first one. The Mark of the Unnamed is the one that matches up to my legendary. So I'm going to get that. Bam. We're making focus, so that's the one we use. We click on it. Boom. There we go. Now we know it. The knowledge is within us. Now we're going to go back to the wiki. Look down here at the bottom. What did we also unlock? We also said, it also says the shards of the dark arts and the mystic curio recipes are contained within. So we know that stuff now. So if this is your first legendary, you know how to make mystic curios now. So we're going to make those mystic curios. And we're going to go down here, and we need to make them the Mark of the Unnamed. This is the first precursor. It needs these shards of dark arts, 30 of them. You need those mystic curios to make that. The True Name is the second precursor. It needs 60 of these shards of the dark arts. Okay? The final precursor, the third one, the ultimate one, it also needs 100 shards of dark arts. Okay? And then, if you'll remember back here at the Gift of Epos, we need another 100 shards of the dark arts. Okay? So in all, we need 290 shards of the dark arts, which we get by making mystic curios. So now we're going to have to gather our mats. Now, I've got characters out there that I store my mats on. This one right here, this is where I store my mithril. Okay, so I've been making stacks and stacks of mithril. So let's put those in the bank. Okay, then we'll go to my other character that's got my elderwood planks, and we'll put that in the bank. Then we'll come out here. I've also gone to the trading post, and I bought the 2 cheapest that I could find for the tier 5 mats, because you need tier 5 mats to make mystic curios with, but it'll take any of them. So it's got all these recipes here. And I started making out of claws, and then I shifted and made them out of the venom sacks. So, and at the end of this, I had some left over because I did the math wrong. But I kept some of it, and I sold the rest back that I didn't need. And you know, people were happy to buy it. Now, I went to Iston here, and you can go to any of the Living World maps and use any currency, and you can go to some of the Heart of Thorns maps and Path of Fire maps, but I went here because I think it's the easiest place. And I have tons of volatile magic. That's the most currency. This is the easiest one for me to do. And I need these Tribute of the Dark Arts. And I need 290 of them.
Up for a challenge? Urge to kill rising!
I'm gonna stop stream for a second so I can smoke.